how do you find a lawyer? As an artist, I think you have a lot of different people who are going to recommend someone. Sometimes it's your label, sometimes it's your friends. But I think the most important, you got to really think about the things that you're looking for in your lawyer. One of the biggest things is, do they have the capacity to take you on? That's so important to ask because a new artist is going to need a lot of attention. And if your lawyer doesn't have that to give to you, they have to be really honest with themselves. Because I don't think that lawyers sort of enter into relationships with artists thinking, I'm going to do a bad job. Everybody wants to do a really good job, but sometimes you can't do that if you don't have the capacity as much as you want to. So for me, that's a factor that's super important to put on the top of your list. The other thing is, does that person work in the music style that you are working in? That's really important too, because a lot of the stuff that we do isn't just reviewing contracts. It's also the relationships that we have with the people that are on the other side of us. And if you're not able to sort of pick up the phone and call somebody when you start to sort of come to an impasse, it's not helpful. So you need to have somebody who's really been doing this for a long time, has the experience, has the time for you. And the third thing is, do you just like each other, right? Because your job just becomes easier when you like the person who you're speaking to, when you're not sort of nervous about calling your lawyer or they don't make you feel bad for calling them. I think that personality is going to be really, really important. There could be other factors that you sort of can think of that are really important to you. And you should list those things and you should ask those things because that is supposed to be a very long term relationship. It's not supposed to be a one off thing. If and when contract, you should be able to call your lawyer and ask any question or talk about insecurities or talk about, hey, what career moves should I make? They have those expertise to be able to discuss those things with you as well. So you have to have that level of comfort with them before deciding. And it's expensive. What do they cost? How do they bill? Is it an hourly thing? Is it percentage? What are your capabilities to be able to pay your lawyer? Because you also are not going to feel great if you're not able to pay your lawyer. And what are they willing to sort of invest in you if it's on a percentage basis? Those are the things I think are important to sort of consider before you engage with an entertainment lawyer. The best advice I can give you as an aspiring manager or an artist who manages yourself, be patient with yourself. You're actually in the best moment ever to sort of teach yourself how to do this job. You have so many things that are accessible to you as far as technology, information, those things that you could find online, but also you can find a community of managers or other artists who manage themselves that can help guide you. You'd be surprised at how many people are willing to help or to give you a little time of their day to, don't take too much advantage, but build a little community around yourself that is able to or wants to help you out. You'd be so surprised how many people are willing to give you that time because experience is key and they can tell you, hey, here's some ways in where I messed up in the beginning. Maybe don't do that. Or here's some things that I'm really thriving on, or here's some relationships that I think are really beneficial for you. And that is just invaluable. Also, get out there. Don't sit in your room all day. You have to be out there having lunches with people. I know somebody right now that is doing meetings at hikes. Like they are hiking with potential, clients or whatever, like just because instead of going out for drinks, right? Because some people are sober and some people are just trying to live their healthiest life, right? So they're out there sort of finding other ways to connect with people in real life. Because sometimes it's not enough to just send an email. You've got to connect personally with somebody and just teach yourself as much as you can. Pick up books. Books are great. They have a lot of information. You have to have that hunger. If you're doing this because you think it'll be fun, man, that's your first mistake. It is not always fun. It is actually mostly not fun. It is mostly work. It's grueling and it's a lot of your time and it's weekends and it's time that it cuts into your family time and it's time that cuts into all your vacations. You likely won't have a vacation where you don't pick up the phone at least one time. But why do you do it still? Because you love it. because you love music, because you are passionate about this work, and you're passionate about your artistry if you're an artist, or your artist's work if you're a manager. You're passionate and you love it that much that you're able to sacrifice some other things because you want it to succeed. It has to succeed. If you have that level of passion, then you can do this job. If you don't, forget it. Manage an office. You just want to tell people what to do, manage an office. Do something else, because this is a tough job, but it also is an amazing job. I can't tell you what it feels like. So I don't know what the equivalent is of this level of high when you've been with a client for so long and finally somebody sprinkles magic on something and it blows up. And you're like, what? How did we go from dancing on top of bars to arenas? It is an exciting, wonderful feeling. And hopefully, I really hope that each of you actually experiences that as an artist or as a manager. It is a wonderful, wonderful thing to feel and to be part of. And I hope that for all of you.